Hi everyone, this is MJ and I hope you all are doing great. Welcome back on M Code where we learn and explore everything about the coding, testing, frameworks and AI. So in our previous video we have learned about the functional testing, definition of functional testing, why it's needed and where we can use it. So if you haven't watched it yet, don't worry, this link is in the description below. Make sure you to check it out. And if you are new here, please like to the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you are never miss an update from the YM code. All right, let's get started with the today's session. Our today's topic is unit testing. So, unit testing. What is a unit testing? Unit testing is the process of testing individual parts unit of the software. It may be like functions, it may be like method, it may be like modules to check it is work correctly or not. That thing we are checking as part of the unit testing. So see, what is unit? Unit is the smallest testable piece of the code. That is the small amount of code about any per individual field that is that code we are testing. It could be the function, it could be the class, or it could be the procedure. The goal is to make sure each piece of a code does exactly what it's supposed to do. Means the goal of unit testing is whatever part we have developed, whatever small unit we have developed, whether it is working as per the expected with the whatever criteria we got by the client or business analysis. So that things we can make sure as part of the unit testing. So here I have added one example related for the shopping app. So suppose if their function called calculate total, and there we have two attributes. One is price and another one is quantity. So it should correctly return the total amount. If suppose the price is 100 and quantity is a 2, then output should be 200. In the unit testing, we can check exactly that. We can check the total calculation about the any single part. Now, next point regarding the unit testing, why it's important. It finds the bugs early in the development. It saves the time and cost for the later. Make code more reliable and easier to maintain. Also, it helps during the code changes through the regression checks. Build developer confidence. They know each function works as intended. So that's why the unit testing is important. Unit testing we are generally do for the specific unit. So it helps to find the bug about the particular unit which we have recently developed. It saves the time and cost. It is a small unit, so there we no need to put extra time. So it's just one single unit, so we can do testing with the multiple scenarios. We can make our code reliable and easier to maintain because it is regarding only one single unit. Also, it helps during the code changes and build the developer confidence. It means like they can know each function about that particular unit. Now, the main thing is who perform the unit testing. Here, testing word comes. So many of the people thinks like this can done by the tester. It is totally wrong. Usually, it's done by developers, not a QA tester. See, unit testing most of the times done by only developers, not a QA tester. Right after they write the code. Once they written any kind of a code regarding any functionality, they can do the unit testing. Sometimes QA engineer write unit testing too, especially in automation or AV teams. In automation, if there any need is there, that time QA engineer performs the unit testing. Suppose you have scripted any small unit via automation, so that time that small work is done or not via automation, that we can do, that small testing we can do, we can say it as a unit testing as well. But keep in mind, always unit testing done by the developers only. Now, next thing is like popular tools. What popular tools we will have as part of the unit testing? So we have JUnit. It is for the Java. So it is most popular unit testing framework for the Java application. It provides annotation like at the rate test to mark the method as a test classes. So here it is easily integrated with the build tools like Maven and Gradle. The Maven and Gradle, these are the building tools which we are referring for the building the application. Usually heavy in Spring Boot and backend Java project, they are use the unit testing. Here just I have added one example. It suppose this is the test calculation total. So this calculation total method I have annotated with the at the rate test. So that time the framework comes to like this is the testable method. So whenever we can run the application, that test method will be performed and it returns the output. This checks if the calculation total function gives the correct output or not. With the help of this test annotation, we can perform it. Actually, it is very big kind of functionality or framework we can say. If you want, I will create videos on the JUnit as well. But keep these things in mind for the your reference. And for now, just keep in mind like JUnit is the one unit testing tool for the Java. Similar unit, similar like JUnit, but it is totally built for the C Sharp and .NET. Same things here also we can annotate that method, not annotate. We can mark this method inside the square bracket. All the things are same. And here also it verifies the add function works as the expected or not. Another one is a test ng. Now this is the latest unit testing tool, or this is the one framework we can say. Test ng means test next generation. It is totally built for the Java. Advanced framework inspired by the JUnit with the more features. It provides the more features similar like a JUnit, but it provides the more features. Supports parallel testing, data-driven testing, and grouping tests. We are look will definitely learn all the concepts of test engine in upcoming videos. But now keep in mind why test engine also we can do the unit testing. Here also same we will have at the rate test annotation. We can mark that method with the annotation, and that method we framework can mark as a test, or this method framework can consider as a test method. So in the Selenium or BDD Cucumber, this kind of framework we are using TestNG. So TestNG helps to organize test cases better and supposed to complex test structures. So like that way. Similar like TestNG, JUnit, we have PyTest for the Python, and here we can define the method like that way. Also JUnit 5 and Mockito. Mockito is the we can create the mimic of the real object, and we can use that mimic object for the testing purpose with the JUnit. This is for Java, and we can just simulate parts of the system that are not yet built, or still the information is unclear. So that time we can just make the mocking of the real object, and we can use that mocked object for the testing purpose. There we have annotation like mock or test annotation. That annotations also we can use it. And so these are the different tools we will have. We are use. I will definitely dive each and every tools in detail in upcoming videos. But yeah, keep in mind these are the tools and we can use for the unit testing. Let's look about one real world scenarios. Like see, suppose we have one banking app. There we have two feature for the money transfer. So code modules like we have method like transfer money from account to account and amount. From which account? From which account it will be withdraw money, on which account it should be transferred, and how much amount. So there are unit tests like transfer succeed when the balance is greater than amount. Another one is transfer failed when balance is less than amount. Correct balance deducted and added to the receiver. Error message shown in the account individual. So each test is run automatically in a few seconds. If any function breaks after the new update, the unit test fails, alerting the developers immediately. So that's why the time is reducing. When any functionality got failed, that time it helps to developer to identify that defect or failed test case. So what is the benefit of the unit testing? It detects the bug early, then makes the debugging easier, then supports to the refactoring the safely, also improve the code quality, speed up integration and system testing, and reduce the maintenance cost. So that's all about the unit testing. Definitely, as I mentioned, I will go for the JUnit, TestNG, then JUnit 5 and Mockito. Each and every framework I will explain. There we can create a lot of videos on that. So in upcoming sessions, when I get chance, I will definitely create the complete series for the particular framework. But yeah, right now just keep in mind unit testing is the testing of any single or individual unit. It's done by developer. It helps to us detect the bug early. It helps to detect bugs in the development dev environment, and also we will have different types which different frameworks to do the unit testing like JUnit, NUnit, TestNG, JUnit 5 and Mockito, PyTest. These are the different methods or different frameworks for the unit testing. So that's it for today's session. I hope you enjoyed learning about the unit testing and its tools and frameworks and found it useful. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share it and subscribe to the M Code for more videos on the software testing, coding, and development. So keep learning, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video with the new topic or new type of the functional testing. So this is the first type. We'll see in the next video with the another type. Thank you so much.